Hey guys, today I'll be teaching you how to make mac and cheese. You're going to want to put your stove around this high, then you're going to grab a pot and fill it up to about this high. Then you're going to want to open your packet, take this out, then just pour it in. Those steps, it. If you don't like my recipe, you can this is my recipe for specifically this type of mac and cheese. If you don't like my recipe, you can just look at the ingredient or the instructions on the box. So you're going to want to wait for around 15-20 minutes. And you're going to, every once in a while, just mix it around. Now, you can really do anything. You can turn on the TV. You can watch TV on your phone. You can do pretty much whatever you want for about 10 minutes. And about every couple of minutes, I'll say 2, you should mix it. Now, I prefer to mix it a lot more than that. And you're just going to have fun. So for right now, I'll just be talking to you guys. And never mind. I'll have it paused. Oh, forgot to say, you really need to mix it often. That's something you really need to do. Otherwise, all of it's going to stick to the bottom of the pan, and it's going to take longer to absorb the water. Just going to say that. And remember, if you're going to be making this, if you are under the age of, I'm just going to say 13, just because I would suggest that you ask your parent or guardian to basically, just if you're doing this and you're under the age of 13, I would prefer you to ask for adult supervision. Now, if you know how to make this and you know your parents are going to be fine with this, go ahead. Just try and make sure your parents are okay with it or your guardian. Basically, just have adult supervision. Unless it's a random guy from Texas that doesn't care. If it's a random guy from Texas that doesn't care, you probably should just grab your guardian instead. Oh, something I forgot to mention. I highly suggest every once in a while you pick some up, look at it, and if it looks ready but you don't know, just wait, pick it up like this with your whatever you're using, take a small piece off and put it in your mouth. Don't worry, this is not going to harm you unless it's burning hot. And even if it is, it's a small piece of whatever, pasta. So it's not pasta, mac and cheese. It's not going to do much. So I suggest you do that once it looks ready, but you're not sure if it is. So if your pasta looks like, or mac and cheese looks like this, it is 100% not ready. It is closer, but it's not ready. And also, just remember, these things are fairly big. You should eat it with someone else, unless you're like me, who's a big back. No offense. Honestly, this is my favorite type of mac and cheese. Not too expensive, not too cheap. I mean, they're not even really cheap. So, I mean, how am I going to explain this? Oh, not sponsored at all, by the way. Not sponsored. I don't think I've ever had a sponsor. No. I'm just saying, I mean, I'm basically giving a free sponsor, so I guess you're welcome. But this is my personal favorite mac and cheese. I genuinely love it, and it's just really fun. And also, you're going to want to wait till there starts to be boiling, and then you should probably go ahead and that's when it's going to look ready, but it might not be ready. That's when I suggest you take a little taste test. Again, not sponsoring, but you should go ahead and buy some mac and cheese, because this specific brand, I'm pretty sure they're at Target, Walmart, and wherever. I don't know. Well, y'all have a great day. Not the end of the video, I'm just saying. When your water on top starts looking like this, that's how you know you're getting closer. Something you need to remember is to always have a very close vision onto your the mac and cheese. Because one time it was so bubbly and I didn't realize it was overflowing and our stuff caught on fire apparently. I don't know, I don't remember it, but that apparently happened to us a while. I mean, I don't even know. That's probably something that will happen. So you just always gotta remember to watch it or it's gonna overflow and it's gonna probably ruin something. This is how you know you're close. It's gonna start actually boiling. And when it starts doing this, you're going to want to guaranteed watch your mac and cheese, because this is where it's going to start overflowing. Now, what you should do is you should let it almost overflow, then turn down your heat all the way down. Not off, but down. Then you can put it back up, then turn it back down. This almost is a way of cooking it faster. I don't know, it works for me. And I'm going to take a small taste test to see if the pasta is rete. Why did I say it like that? I don't know. Ow, ow, ow. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Be careful. It is extremely hot by this point, and you need to be careful. It's almost ready, but not ready yet, so. By now, you're going to want to keep your heat around the medium level, and you're not going to have it at high. Because you can. It will technically cook it a lot faster, but just not as well. So, for your guys' sake, I'll have it at high. It's going to start overflowing again. This is something you kind of want and kind of don't. So put it at high again. This is almost cooking. It's like, how do I explain it? It's like you have a blowtorch, and then it's at a low heat, and you're cooking a marshmallow. Now, if you turn that blowtorch all the way up, that marshmallow is going to cook really fast. So by doing this, you're almost cooking it faster, but it's just not going to taste as good. Now, this is completely random, but this is just a fact I would like to share with you guys. So, if you're going through a really hard time, so think about this. You could cook bread in about 1 second if you cook it at 10,000 degrees. Less than a second. You could cook it in milliseconds, possibly. Now, that bread is going to be really burnt. Or you could put it in the oven, or chicken. Okay, if you put a chicken in the oven for 1 second at 1,000 degrees, that chicken is going to cook really fast. But it's also going to come out extremely burnt. But if you put it for 2 hours at 400 degrees, that chicken is going to come out nice, roasty, toasty. Now, the thing about God is that He almost cooks you. Think about it. Just looking at the mac and cheese. So, God is like an oven, almost, I guess. He cooks you, but He doesn't cook you fast. He cooks you slowly. So, no matter how much burning, no matter how much pain you go through, you're always going to come out nice. You're always going to come out the way God intended you to. Unless like crazy things. I don't know. God isn't going to cook you at 1,000 degrees for a second. God's going to cook you for 2 hours at 400 degrees. That's because He wants you to not come out burnt. He wants you to come out nice. He wants you to come out perfect. Now, what I'm saying is technically stolen, because I saw a YouTuber say these words, but might as well say it on my YouTube channel too, spread the word. So, no matter how much you feel like God isn't answering your prayers, or He can't hear you, or He forgot about you, that's not true. He's always looking at you. He can always hear your prayers. He might not answer them immediately. He might be answering them later or slowly. I've seen many things in my life. One time I was struggling a lot with God. And the day my mom forced me to go to church, and conveniently, it was talking the exact thing I needed to hear. About how we see things that have so much proof, but we ignore them. We ignore the proof we have. We ignore the fact that God is with us. Always. Stuff like that. So I'm just going to say that for right now, and our pasta is done. You're going to turn off your stove. You're going to grab a not a tiny strainer, definitely not a tiny strainer. You're gonna grab something like this. Okay, how am I gonna set this up? I strain things very rarely. I usually grab a bowl, put the strainer on top of the bowl, and then start straining. So you're gonna grab your pan very carefully, please, and you're gonna pour it into your strainer with all the pasta with it too. Now there's gonna be some. I meant mac and cheese. You're gonna have your mac and cheese. You're gonna grab your spoon and push the mac and cheese that stayed on the pan. Now this is where it actually gets kind of dangerous. You're gonna. Never mind. So put your pan in the sink, or not pan. Dang it! I keep saying pan. You're gonna. It should look like this. Now you can do this in your sink. You don't need the bowl. I just do the bowl because it makes my life slightly easier. And it makes the strainer kind of gross. So you're going to wiggle it around. You're going to have all that water come out. You're going to do this. Have it kind of tilted. So all that delicious mac and cheese water comes out. Then, crap. Okay, I did this. Dang. Okay, so instead of putting more pain in the sink, sorry if you were doing this well. Never mind. So, okay, oh gosh, we're gonna have to do this in a very special way, guys. Kind of like me. We're gonna have to figure this out specially. Okay, don't put your pan in the sink yet. That's something you need to do way later when you're done making the mac and cheese. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Ah, pan. Come on. Come on, pan. Yeah. Okay. Again, don't put your pan in the sink. I just made a great mistake. Question, has my phone even been recording? It has, okay. So, if you decided to do what I did just a second ago, grab a new pan. Okay, turn the heat on again. And put it at full. Then you're going to grab a lot of butter. Probably more than this, but just smack your butter in that. Why is my brightness so low? Smack that butter in the pan. And boom, you got butter. Ooh, hot. You're going to switch that around like this. You're going to have that butter all swishy and nice. Have the pan really buttery. Now, you need a lot of butter, probably twice the amount I just put in here, so you're going to have it just all swooshed around pan. So then you're going to, oh my. Oh, that's cool and dangerous. Okay, then you're going to grab your strained pasta. No! Oh my gosh, guys. Why am I saying pasta? I need to stop saying pasta. Okay, you're going to grab your mac and cheese. Got it this time. And you're going to... How am I going to do this? Okay. Most people forgot how to do this. Okay, definitely turn on the heat. Let it melt. Oh gosh, our dog. Okay, turn down the heat a lot. At this point, you don't even, just put your heat at low or something. Okay, next, you're gonna grab some milk. Yeah, you gotta grab milk. Lovely, lovely milk. Dang it, we don't have milk. Okay, is this old? I don't care. Okay, if you don't have milk, use heavy whipping cream. Small amounts, depending on how you like your mac and cheese. The more heavy whipping cream you add, the creamier it's gonna be. So you're gonna dump in your cheese. It's gonna look like this. I put about, I don't know. I'll just do about a 3-second light, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, a 2-second light pour with the creamer. Unless you don't like creamer or allergic. If you are allergic to dairy, I'm sorry. You cannot drink this. Eat this unless you just don't like cheese. What? If you can't have dairy, then you can't have mac and cheese. I'm sorry. Unless you just eat it without the milk. Cheese is made out of milk. Is it? I don't know. I don't know anything. You're going to mix it in your pan, and you're just going to give it a good old mix. You're going to mix it a lot. It needs to be very mixed. Very mixy. Yes. Ooh, that looks good. Oh, I think this is the best mac and cheese I think I've ever made, actually. Holy crap, this looks good. Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay, I'm going to show you the product. Whatever it is. It should look basically like this. Should look very, very nice and creamy. Very nice. Okay. It's going to look something like that. Now, for some reason on my camera, it is orange, which it shouldn't be. I don't know why it does that. It just does. And now what you're going to do is you're going to turn off your heat on the, whatever it is, stove. Because don't leave it on, kids, or you'll burn your house down. So don't leave it on. You're going to grab your fairly big bowl. Dang it. Ah! Okay, we don't have bowls. We gotta go to the thing. We don't have bowls. Oh, we do have bowls in here. Okay. You're gonna grab your fairly big sized bowl. Then you're gonna grab your pan. And you're gonna, I can't record this part because it's gonna be very difficult. We're just gonna grab your bowl. I'm too weak. Why am I using my right hand for this? That's my weak hand. But why does my left hand feel weaker? Okay, grab this. Okay, I made a big mess. Okay, put it in your bowl, obviously. And don't do this, or your mom is going to be mad. Oh, gosh. Okay, so you're going to grab your messed up pasta. Not messed up, I mean the pasta that's on the floor or the counter or table or hopefully not couch. This stuff can be very messy when it gets on stuff. Luckily, now just in case you spill a lot like I did, because my right hand is weak and my left hand is somehow weaker, you're gonna pick up the pasta with your hands probably. Doesn't really matter. You're gonna grab a paper towel, wipe it down. Boom, it should be done. Okay. that is how my very special way of making pasta. This took way too long. This took me around, I'm going to say 26 minutes. Even though this video is only going to be like 21 minutes, I had paused a lot of times too. Oh, and don't forget, grab a spoon. Unless you're special, you can grab a fork. If you want a fork, you're special. Remember that. I mean, you're not... I just grabbed a fork. Well, that backfired. Spoon. Dad the serial killer. My dad would eat cereal with that. Get it? Serial killer. So bye all. Have a great day. And I hope you enjoy your mac and cheese.